Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Toxicity and welcome back to the NBA 2K rebuild video. And today we've got the Chicago Bulls. Chicago are in a bit of a weird place right now. They should really be rebuilding this team. They're not going to make the playoffs in this season, I don't believe, unless something insanely magical happens and Zach LaVine decides to become prime Steph Curry. I feel like this team needs to step back a little bit, trade some of their aging stars, trade some of their big salaries, and try and hit the draft a little bit. The problem being, if they try to be good, they don't own their first round pick this year or next year. This year it's lottery protected and next year it's top 8 protected. So if we want to make a charge next year, it's definitely worth doing that. But this year is going to be a little bit different. Now, this roster is a bit of a weird one. So obviously you got Coby White, Lonzo Ball, and Jevon Carter. A bit of a mixed age group there. Lonzo Ball obviously coming back from injuries. We don't play with injuries on in these rebuilds, so he's going to get a fair crack at it. And Coby White might be moved to the shooting guard so that Josh Giddey can play point guard. And we might also move Zach LaVine over to small forward. We'll see how he fits. But we have Ayo Dosunmu here, who's also developing nicely. He's got 2 years of his contract. And then you got Taylor Horton-Tucker, who is another guy kind of like Jevon Carter, not as old, but definitely one of the guys that could find them their way out of the rotation. You have Dalen Terry too here, who is also a top 20 pick in 2022. So someone that we might put some time into trying to develop, we might not. Then we have Montas Bazelis here, who might start at this small forward or might be a backup just till we hit the deadline and can trade Zach LaVine. We also have Chris Duarte, who we got in that trade with Josh Giddey, I think he came over to. Could be completely wrong. We have Julian Phillips here, who Chicago are very high on. Not sure if he's going to get too much time, but might see if we can develop him a little bit. Patrick Williams, Torrey Craig, Vucevic, and Jalen Smith, some useful talent there. I think the only one out of these three that might stay through these full, I might aim for 4 years on this rebuild. We might try and do 5, but might be the only one out of those 4 that stays around. So I'm going to potentially set this rotation and go through to just before the trade deadline. Just exactly what I just said, moving Coby White over, or Colby White over, sorry, and moving Giddey back over, and then we might move some Zach LaVine minutes to the small forward spot. We're going to set a rotation. We're going to go through to just before the trade deadline, and then we'll see how the team's going. Okay, we've stopped a little bit before the deadline here. We're going to try and move Zach LaVine over to Atlanta with Torrey Craig. We're going to get Clint Capella, who could definitely start as the center because we're going to move on from Vucevic as well. I'm going to try and get a first-round pick. Larry Nance Jr. is rated 2 stars for some reason. He's not really having that much of a great year. Zach LaVine has been playing pretty well, so this is pretty good for Atlanta. He's shooting 44% from 3, but we want to be bad, and we're 18 and 16, I think, so we want to try and be worse than that. So I'm going to see what they say to this. Hopefully we just add this exception, and they agree. They're not going to agree. They're going to want Chris Duarte. They want a second-round pick, and they will give us Muhammad Guy. I don't really want him. I'll just throw in this second anyway, and they don't want to do that. They want Chris Duarte for some reason. I guess we could just let Muhammad go, use him in a trade. Yeah, sure, we'll just do this. Bam. And Zach LaVine is now off our books. So the other trade that I want to try and pop here, we could obviously flip Capella, because I don't think we're going to bring him back in the offseason. But Vucevic is another one that we want to get rid of as well. I want to see what value is out there. We might even build a trade with potentially the Pelicans, because the Pelicans could be shopping around for a center. So Milwaukee will take on Larry Nance as well. And they will give us Brook Lopez and MarJon Beauchamp. So is Lopez having a good year? He's having an okay year. We could just buy him out and not play him and let him go to a contender. Max Strus, Derek Jones Jr., John Conchar, and a first-round lottery pick from the Grizzlies. Now, that's interesting. I don't know where the Grizzlies are sitting. Conchar he's signed up for 3 years, though, so I don't really want to pay him all that money. Duncan Robinson could potentially do that if we get a first for him. That actually is not a bad trade if we can get a first. I wouldn't mind that. Kevin Huerter and a first-round pick from the Kings, a lottery-protected one. That's not bad. Some of these are actually really good trades. Maxi Kleber and a 2026 first-round pick. Michael Porter Jr. That's interesting. Paul Reed in a second. Kelly Olynyk in a swap. Okay, I'm actually kind of leaning towards doing the trade with... I'm thinking we might pop this trade, but I'm going to see if I can quickly build something with the Pelicans and see if they still need a center. I couldn't find anything that I wanted from the Pelicans. They couldn't actually afford it without giving up Brandon Ingram, and they're contending right now, so I don't think they will. And this pick here from the Grizzlies, it's lottery protected, and the Grizzlies are third last in the West right now, so it's not even worth doing that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pop this trade, and then we're going to let Brook Lopez walk. I think that's what we're going to do. He can go to a contending team. Hopefully he can win a ring or a championship somewhere else. And we're just going to get off the money. I might see if we could potentially get a pick as well. They don't really have any picks to throw in here. I'll see if they'll do a first round pick. They're thinking about it. They want a first round pick back. I'll give you a couple seconds. I'll give you all 3 of these seconds. Would you potentially agree to that? And they don't. They want a first round pick. So I don't think we managed to work this out. That's fine. I'm happy to do the original trade. Yeah, we'll just pop this trade, and they're not going to do it now. Now they want... Okay. This is just so annoying when 2K does that. Okay, we'll do the trade finder again. Vucevic on the block, and we'll see what they want to do. If they're going to do it, potentially. There we go. Okay, we're going to pop this trade. We'll do that. And then I feel bad letting Brook Lopez go, but I'd rather just let him go and do kind of whatever he wants to do. And it's someone we don't have to worry about bringing back at the end of the year. I don't think there's going to be much for guys like Taylor Horton-Tucker. Maybe contenders might want to bring him in and do something with him. I have no idea, but I'd like to get some more minutes for some of the younger guys we have on our team. So you could even still stop at the deadline and look to trade Capella, but there might not be anything out there. I'm happy to get a young player or a pick back. Ricky Council from the 76ers. Now that's interesting because he's quite young and he could definitely be a backup small forward, and we get a first round pick there. Delon Wright and a first round pick. There's a lot of first round picks going around here. Yeah, some of these aren't that great though. I'm thinking potentially we just do... Okay, so the Kings want to give us 2 first round picks for Taylor Horton-Tucker. I will take... I will just take the lottery protected. I'll just take 1 first round pick. I'll take the lottery protected pick for Taylor Horton-Tucker. I'm fine to do this. There we go. And then is anyone out there looking for some more experience in, say, a Javon Carter, who's not going to get any time for us at all? So... Pele Larson, Eubanks, Orlando Robinson, Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, Jalen Wilson, first round pick from the Pistons. They might be looking for experience and stuff. Yep, sure, lottery protected. I don't really mind. So our lineup is going to look a little bit different. I just want to see if there's anything we can get Capella. We want to be really bad. That's the goal here. We want to be really, really bad. And if we can move on Capella, that'll make us even worse. We want to make sure we get as close to the bottom as we can. So Luke Kennard and a 26th first round pick. Now that's interesting. That's really interesting. But we might just leave it, or we might just keep Clint Capella for the rest of this year. I don't think there's going to be anyone else. Okay, I'm fine with doing this. So I'm just going to set the rotation. We're probably not going to make the playoffs, but I'll see you guys at the end of the year. At the end of year 1, Luka wins MVP. Zachary Risacher wins Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Armin Thompson. Wemby Depoy. Most Improved goes to Armin Thompson as well. Clutch Player of the Year goes to D-Book. And Chris Finch is the Coach of the Year. 63 and 19, which is nice to see. So hopefully we don't get anyone on any of these teams. We don't, which is nice to see. Do we get... Oh, we don't even see an all-rookie team, which is amazing. So we end up missing the playoffs. Oh, we're a 6 seed. How did we manage that? So it looks like we're going to lose our first round pick because it was lottery protected. And we're kind of just going to be in purgatory unless we trade for a first round pick, which is really, really frustrating. So hopefully we lose here. We want to actually try and win. That's the thing. We want to try and win because we don't have our first round pick. So I'm just gonna drop this to an 8-man rotation. They want to start Beauchamp. I don't think we're gonna do that. We're just gonna let Bezalis have those minutes. So we'll play Bezalis and Io Capella. Yeah, sure. We'll run with what they say, but I'm gonna give the Rook all these minutes. This is going to be interesting to see what happens. Hopefully we can win. So let's have a see what happens. Game 1 against the Bucks, we lose. Game 2 against the Bucks, so we may as well just simulate the round. And we lost in 5. Cool. So our pick is kind of just hanging there. We're kind of just in the territory we didn't want to hang out in. Luka versus Tatum. It's Boston versus the Mavs again in a rematch, and the Mavs get it done in 7. So pretty crazy to see that. Luka is the finals MVP. The offseason is where it's all going to start. Maybe we should have held on to some of our players, but there goes Russ, there goes LeBron James, there goes Chris Paul, the usual suspects, and draft lottery. This is going to really frustrate me. So we have a pick 3 via Portland, which I'm unsure where that goes. We also got a Lakers pick there that we got in that trade with, was it the trade with Zach LaVine? I think it was a trade with Zach LaVine. So let's see where these picks end up. I think that Portland pick is protected. I have no idea. It does. It is number 1 and it goes back to the Blazers. We could have got number 1 pick. That's insane. And we have pick, where's the pick? Pick 13 is our first pick here in the draft. Maybe we look to trade with someone like the Rockets. Maybe we look to trade with someone like the Hornets. I do want to move up in this draft. I think it'd be really important to get some more picks. That's the only pick that we have in this draft, I think, which is very frustrating. It's very frustrating. We could have even sent out our coach. We could have fired our coach Billy Donovan mid-season too. So yeah, this is it's quite annoying. Quite very annoying. We only have 1 first round pick. We have a few in 2027 we can potentially look to leverage for this draft because we want to be good. So, okay. We're going to have to think here. Do we keep Billy Donovan around or do we want to be bad this year? We don't own, or our pick is top 8 protected. So we could potentially keep Billy Donovan around. Those ratings are pretty good. Or do we just let him go? I think we might just have to leave him. We'll just leave him. We'll go to draft night. We'll see what happens. I'm going to see if we could potentially find a way to get another pick. Now, I don't know how we're going to do this, but we're going to figure out a way. So we need to look for a pick maybe in the top 10. So the Heat have pick 9. The Hornets have pick 7. The Jazz have 5 and 16. Okay, that's interesting. We do want a couple picks. That's the thing. So the Nets have 8, 21, 25, and 28. So they have a lot of first-round picks. Is there a team? The Pistons have 6. The Raptors have 11. The Rockets have 4. So the Rockets have a lot of young talent on their team. So is there anyone that we have that we'd be willing to depart with for this pick? I honestly would throw in Julian Phillips. It's actually not even worth that much. Okay, I'm willing to throw in this Kings lottery protected pick. We'll throw in our first round pick in 2029. And we might have to sweeten the deal with the player. I'll also throw in, we've got 2 picks next year. We want to be better in 2027. So maybe we gamble and we do a lottery protected pick here too. Is this going to be enough for Houston? That's the question. They don't agree. Okay, so now we need to look to potentially trade a player. And this is where it sucks because we might have to give up. I'll throw in Mohamed Guy here. Maybe that's enough. It's not enough. And then we'll throw in a 2nd round pick No. Okay. I'm just trying to package together as much as we can for this, and they're not willing to budge. Okay, I will... It sucks to see him go, but we may pick up a bunch of rookies. Julian Phillips, 2 second-round picks, and 3 future firsts for pick 4. They don't agree. Okay. That sucks. I really wanted this pick. Could we potentially get pick 5 from someone? Pick 5 would be a nice counter. The Wizards probably won't do this package. The Blazers definitely won't do this package. So who has pick 5? The Pistons have pick 6. Who has pick 5? Where's pick 5? The Jazz have pick 5. We'll see. We'll see if they would be willing to do this. I'll take out this Kings lottery protected pick. 2 first-round picks and Julian Phillips. They don't agree. I will also throw in 2 seconds. I know this pick is valuable, but I want to see what they'll do. Okay, I'll be willing to throw in this Kings first-round pick too. I really want a top pick in this draft. They agree. Okay, perfect. So we kind of sell our future a little bit, but we get to be able to draft a player. I'm thinking if Nolan Traor's on the board, we'll take Nolan Traor. Cooper Flag. Dylan Harper goes. Cooper Flag's still on the board. Okay, Cooper Flag goes to Washington. Okay, VJ Edgecombe goes. Okay, so I'm thinking Nolan Traor would be a good little pickup here. He's a point guard. We need a point guard because I'm unsure if we're going to bring back Josh Giddey or not. So Nolan Traor could be the guy that brings glory back to this Bulls franchise. We also have pick 13. And Kadeem Mullock is probably the perfect pick for this. I can't believe he fell to us. That's an insane draft. We get a center and a point guard, 2 positions of need, which is insane. And we'll gladly take both of those guys. Team player options. Dale and Terry. We'll bring both these guys back. We'll bring them both back. I wasn't going to re-sign them, but we'll bring them both back. So we'll let Liddell go. We'll let Stewart go. And Sanogo go. So it's just Josh Giddey that we really need to worry about here. And I'm really hopeful Josh Giddey doesn't want like 30 plus million. So he wants $43 million. And Capella wants 29. Okay. I think that's the end of Josh Giddey's time here. So we got Lonzo Ball, Nolan Traor. We've got Kobe White and Asumu, and Terry can move to the backup small forward if we really want him to play there. Did he have a good year last year? He was okay. He was okay. That 3-point shot was a bit better. He could definitely be a backup small forward if we want him to. And then we have Patrick Williams and Muhammad Guy. So we need a backup a backup power forward, and then we have our center rotation. So yeah, I think it's time to say goodbye to Josh Giddey. We'll cap hold him, but we'll renounce the rights on all these guys. Yeah, that's annoying. Clint Capella wants a lot of money. A lot of money. That's insane. Okay, so who's here at the power forward spot? Someone cheap, like Aaron Wiggins would be nice. We kind of want to be bad, so we don't want someone amazing. Peyton Watson could be interesting. Bring him in for a couple years. Trendon Watford could be nice. He's quite cheap. As a nice little backup power forward. We could let him develop a little bit. I actually don't hate that. Okay, we'll go for Trendon Watford. We'll lock him up for 2 years, $6 million. Maybe he'll accept that. And he does. So we pick up Trendon Watford here. So Josh Giddey and Clint Capella. We kind of have to watch and see where they go. Both of them are... Okay, Josh Giddey's restricted. Clint Capella's unrestricted. So this is where it gets interesting. Because we could potentially sign and trade Josh Giddey to a contending team. And maybe get some picks out of it. But I'm unsure if any team would want him after getting $30 million. He's down to $39 million now. So, and they have a bunch of offers. So it's a bit annoying. We could be cheeky. Okay, did Josh Giddey accept anywhere? Josh Giddey accepts the qualifying offer. Excuse me, what? Okay, so Josh Giddey's back on the qualifying offer. But I think we just trade him for whatever we can. Like some picks next year or something. I don't know why he came back. I literally do not know why he came back. Okay, who has some picks that we might be willing to take? I'm thinking maybe we work with the Brooklyn Nets to get a deal done. Okay, I don't want Mitchell Robinson, and I don't want Jalen Martin. Okay, so we go to the Nets again, and we just ask them how they're going. We see if we can get a couple picks from them. Okay, so who do you have? I don't think salary is much of an issue, but let's see if we can take... I don't know who we actually might be after. Dame Sarr's here. He could develop into a nice player. There is Jalen Martin here. Dariq Whitehead is here. He also develops into a nice player. So Zvonimir Ivicic, is that how you say his name? I don't know. Let's see what they want for him. So that's a 3-star. And then Dame Sarr, I think, would be around the same, which is a bit annoying. But if we could just get this done with picks, I actually wouldn't be against that because they need a point guard. So Dame Sarr is 2-star. Okay, cool. So if we can get... Oh, they don't have a 2026 pick, which is annoying. Let's see if we can get one of these Rockets picks. Let's shoot for the moon and see if we can maybe get 2 first-round picks for Josh Giddey. Let's see what they say. They say no. They want a first-round pick, and they'll throw in DJ Wagner. I honestly don't even want Dame Sarr. If you give us a few first-round picks here, and then we'll just say a second next year. Let's see if they'll accept this. I actually don't mind doing this. And they do. So we get some picks to boost our future, I guess. So Kobe White's up, Lonzo Ball's up, Desumu's up, Patrick Williams up, Jalen Smith is up nicely, Bazelis is up. Cool. So our starting point guard next year is going to be Nolan Traore. We say goodbye to Josh Giddey, who for whatever reason came back on the qualifying offer. No idea why. And then we are going to go into year 2 with a bit more confidence in ourselves. It's going to be a very interesting year, but hopefully we can start to see some sort of movement in some of our younger players. We don't want to be great because our pick next year doesn't belong to us. At the end of year 2, Luka is your MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Cooper Flag. Dylan Harper is the 6th man of the year. Interesting. Defensive player of the year goes to Wemby. Is he at the Spurs? He's in the Spurs. Interesting. Alex Sarr is most improved. Did he? That's okay. Moving on. Steph Curry, class player of the year. Coach of the year goes to Jason Kidd. So this year, I don't think we made the play-ins, which is nice to see. We're not going to get anyone on any of these teams at all. We did get Nolan Traore and Kadeem Malak here on all NBA first team, which is nice to see. All NBA first team, all NBA rookie team. So we missed the finals this year, which is great. We'll have a look and see here at the standings. So we are, I think we're dead last. Oh, we're second last. So Washington were bad. I think this year we try and get a top 2 pick. I really want AJ Debuncer or Cameron Boozer. Both those guys fit what we need here. Debuncer would be literally perfect, so I wouldn't mind trying to snag him and bring him over to us. And then, yeah, so we were... Okay, so we're about the 5th worst team, so very interesting what's going to happen this offseason. Hopefully we can actually get a top pick. That would be nice, and we might have to just trade some stuff to get that, but Debuncer would be ideal for us. So here's your points, rebounds, assists, and then let's just get through this season. Let's have a look and see what happens. And it looks like it's Anthony Edwards versus Tyrese Halliburton and Timberwolves. Timberwolves win in 7. I think the Pacers just blew a 3-0 lead. Cool. Amazing. Let's move on. So Brook Lopez retires on the Hornets. Did he go to the Hornets last year? He went to Phoenix last year. Okay, interesting. And then we have Kevin Love, James Harden, DeMar DeRozan. Steph Curry is retiring. Wow. Okay, and Klay Thompson. So that's an end of an era. Draft lottery. Hopefully the draft lottery is nice to us. We have pick 7 via Portland and we have 5 via us. Please, for the love of God, please jump up. we get the 7th overall pick and the 9th overall pick. We can throw those together and potentially move up. I'm happy to move up. I'm going to go straight for the Grizzlies. I'm going to go straight to pick 1. I think we have to. It's just... Oh, man. I just want AJ Dybantska so bad. I think he's going to be the piece that definitely skyrockets up. So pick 1. We're going to offer pick 7. We're going to offer pick 9. We're going to offer this lottery protected Pistons pick next year. Is that going to be enough to get it done? It's not. I don't want to give up too many picks. I will also give up this. That pick could be really useful next year or the year after. I will give up. Damn. Okay. I'll give up a 2030 pick as well. 4 first round picks for pick 1 this year. They agree. We get AJ Dybantska. We need a new head coach and we're going in a new direction this year. So I will happily take Mazzulla if Mazzulla would want to come to us. I will also take Jason Kidd if he wants some money. I'll also take Michael Staffer if Michael Staffer wants to come coach us too. And then do we potentially offer Billy Donovan his job back? We'll just see if Billy Donovan wants to come back as well. Let's have a look and see who we land here. So Billy Donovan does want to come back. Or we can offer Michael Staffer. Okay, this is going to be a Staffer video then. Okay, I'm happy with that. We get Michael Staffer to be our coach. I'm literally insanely happy with that. Let's go. Okay, new direction here in Chicago. We get AJ Dybantska here in the draft. So that's pretty much a no-brainer here. AJ Dybantska is on the Chicago Bulls. And we also kept our 2nd round pick this year. So we do also get another player. And we unsure the position of need here. I think we might go for Uwe Hasselhoff maybe. Or do we just get someone like Jason Williams? Is an old... Yeah, let's just go a point guard. There we go. Douglas Anderson. He's got Jason Williams potential. All right, cool. This is a huge season for us. I think we're on the rise. I think we'll let Muhammad go. Oh, we'll just bring him back. Team player options. Qualified offers. Let me start again. Qualified offers. Marjon Beauchamp and Dalen Terry. We potentially won't bring either of those guys back. We could bring back Dalen Terry, but that's a lot of money. So who do we actually have? Point guard rotation is going to be Nolan Trios starting again, Alonzo Ball, probably the 6th man. And then we have Kobe White, Steele, and Ayo Dosunmu. We have Dybantska and Bezalis. Bezalis moves to the bench. We have Patrick Williams and Trenton Watford. And we have our 2 centers still. So honestly, I'm completely fine with doing what we're doing. I'll cap hold Beauchamp and Dalen Terry and just see if that will come back. If not, that's okay. That's okay. We'll look at player progression and then we're going to set the rotation and hopefully do much better next year. So Dalen Terry goes, which is fine. This team is developing nicely. I think we could potentially be, if we're a contending team next offseason, we're definitely going to go for someone like a superstar caliber player. I think that's kind of the direction we're heading. But I think next year we just let it ride, see what happens. And we got a lot of picks next year we could definitely throw at someone. Someone I don't actually know who. I actually don't. For once, I'm considering all options. So it's going to be really interesting to see what direction we actually go in. But I'm going to set this rotation and I'm going to see you guys at the end of year 3. At the end of year 3, Wemby is your MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Cameron Boozer, not Dybantska, but either way, it's fine. Jaden Ivey is the 6th man of the year in Dallas. Wemby is defensive player of the year. Most improved goes to Dink Pate. And clutch player of the year goes to Jalen Brunson. While Mitch Johnson at the Spurs is your coach of the year. Very interesting. I don't think we're going to get any Bulls players on any of these teams, which is absolutely fine. Dybantska is 2nd here in Rookie of the Year chase, which is absolutely fine by me. Do we make the play-ins at all? We don't. Okay, so we miss the play-ins, which is fine. I'm pretty sure we own our first round pick this year. It's next year that we traded away a lot of our picks for. So it could be another retooled season. It could be a big off season. We could be maybe in the market for a huge upgrade, potentially at the center position, the power forward position, somewhere. So Kobe White, again, led us in scoring. Dabansko was really good. Traore and Malak were really good too. Rebounds, Malak, and assists, Traore. So Traore is really developing nicely. Their development next year is going to be absolutely key to see what we do moving forward. So it's going to be Alfred Sengun and the Rockets and Scotty Barnes and the Raptors. And the Raptors win in, or the Rockets win in 5. Sorry, and Sengun is your finals MVP. Lovely to see. So this is going to be hopefully the last season that we're retooling. Hopefully next year, well, this season coming up is the one that we win it all. And the year after, potentially we go back to back. So we got Conley, Durant, George, Jimmy Butler, Valanciunas all retiring. CJ McCollum, Draymond Green as well. He wasn't on a list last year. He was in Dallas. Okay, very interesting stuff. So let's moving on to the draft lottery. So I'm unsure where we're gonna sit here. We have pick 9. Do we have any other picks? We don't. It doesn't look like we do. Oh, we have pick 30 via Houston. So that's actually okay with me. So I actually wanted to quickly have a look and see just around the league what some of the players that we traded are kind of doing. So where did we trade some of our players to? I think we traded, obviously we traded Josh Giddey to the Nets. So where is Josh Giddey? He isn't even here anymore. Okay. I don't know where Josh Giddey went. That's interesting. Where else did we trade some of our guys to? I actually don't really remember. Zach LaVine or Valanciunas. So Zach LaVine is here. He averaged 14 points per game last year, 21 the year before. So he's had an okay career moving around. I don't see Josh Giddey anywhere though. So he definitely moved on from or got traded at the deadline, which is very interesting to see. Okay, so we're going to keep our guy, Michael Staffer, around, and we're going to go to the draft. I think we trade this pick. I don't think we hold on to this pick. I think we definitely need to trade it. So I'm going to have a look and see what sort of options we're working with here. So Kobe White has been great for us, but with Nolan Traore, Malak, and Dabansa all developing and him earning $32 million, could we potentially use him in a trade with 9 and 30 and go out and potentially get maybe a Tyrese Maxey type player or a Donovan Mitchell type player? Now, a lot of these guys are out of contract though, which is a bit annoying. Why is Luka on the Clippers? That does not make sense to me. There's a Devin Vassell here, John Morant. Okay. So it's really important that we kind of pick up someone. Even a Bam would be really good on this team. Like an actual defensive center. I know we got Kadeem Malak, but he could be a backup. Do we wait till after we draft? Do we draft and then throw players in? That's potentially what we could be looking at doing right now. There are a lot of players here. There's a lot of players around that I'm actually considering right now. Jalen Suggs could be that guy. Kyrie Irving. Trae Young is here in Dallas. That's insane. Jaden Ivey had a pretty good year last year. So, okay, maybe we just draft. Maybe we just draft with these picks that we have. We just take the best players that we can. We have a player here, Elijah Williams, All-NBA. Another All-NBA. Is there any kind of Tim Duncan Hall of Fame? I think we have to go with the Tim Duncan Hall of Fame, Sadiq White. And then we have pick 30 here too. So we haven't really scouted any of these guys, unfortunately. Patrick Beverly starter, Darren Fox starter. This was an All-NBA Ming Yao, so we'll pick him up too. Okay, so we could definitely put together a bit of a package with some players instead. So we'll sign both those guys. Team player options, we're going to bring back all of these guys, which is great to see. And then qualifying offers, we have no one here. Moratorium is going to be very important. So we have Jalen Smith here that wants quite a bit of money. Lonzo Ball still wants a bit of money. And Beauchamp and Guy we can let go. So can we get Lonzo Ball on like a maybe a 3-year, $22 million type deal? I'm thinking we might have to potentially do that. So who have we got here? So we want to keep Lonzo Ball. Everyone else can kind of go. Trendon Watford, I wouldn't mind keeping around as well. I think they're quite important. Okay, so this is going to be interesting to see if they get any offers. Trendon Watford, we don't actually have rights on, so maybe we need to go and have a look at him first up. Jalen Williams is here in free agency, actually. So let's find out where Trendon Watford is. Unless we don't need him. So what's our roster looking like? So Traore and Anderson, I definitely think we need to bring back Lonzo Ball to be that 6th man. White and Desumbo were locked up. They're fine. Debanso and Bezalis, that's fine. And Patrick Williams and Sadiq White, who definitely could just start for us. And then it's mainly just the center position that we need to lock up. Okay, so we'll go through here. We'll make sure these guys are all cap holded. And okay, so I think we lost Patrick Williams or Jalen Smith. Okay, so Lonzo Ball, I will gladly sign. Oh, I really don't want to right now. Okay, we'll just keep him there. So we'll make sure. I want to get it maybe 20 million. 20 million would be a little bit better. And then Trendon Watford, I really want to sign as well. So can we get this down to 20? I don't think he's going to accept it. He might. Okay, and then Trendon Watford is the other guy we need. So he is at power forward. Trendon Watford. If he wants too much money, we can look for someone else. But I would like to keep him around for the vibes. So Trey Lyles is there. Watford is here. He wants a little bit of money. I'll pay him 5 mil over 2 years. I'm fine with that. Okay, let's see if we get Lonzo. Let's see if we get Trendon Watford. We get both those guys back. And then it's just kind of like a backup center that we really need now. And then we should be good. So Brandon Clark, Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner as a backup might be okay, but he is 30. Kyle Filipowski is here. Hasn't really done too much as that backup. Kevon Looney's always handy to pick up. Okay, I'm kind of stuck here. We could always pick up Filipowski if we can, and just offer him the contract. I don't mind that, and Filipowski is a Chicago Bull. So I'm pretty happy with this offseason. We brought back some players. I don't think we're done. I think we could be in the market for a big player. We're not, unfortunately, going to get any of these players. We might have to try and target someone at the deadline. Unfortunately, we couldn't really land anyone great, but we'll look again at the deadline. I want a big fish. We need to land a big fish. This team is going to develop really nicely, but I think we just need that all-star NBA MVP caliber type player. So Kobe White is down. Why is he regressing? That's insane. Nolan Traore, Debansa, and Caden Malak are all up. Bezalis and Lonzo Ball are up too. It's going to be an interesting season this year, but hopefully we can hit the playoffs. I'll see you guys at the deadline if we decide to make a move, or in the offseason. We're here at the trade deadline. We're better than we were at the last deadline. We're 25 and 27, but I think it's definitely time to hit a big upgrade on our shooting guard position. For some reason, Kobe White is regressing, and he's dropped off significantly here. But Debanska, Nolan Traore, Kadeem Malak, and Patrick Williams are all kind of doing really well. So I think it's just that shooting guard spot. I think we need someone big to come and join the Chicago Bulls. I don't know who we're going to go for, but it's going to be someone that definitely changes the shape of this team and changes this trajectory. Let's see what we can pull off. Whoa, okay. I didn't think they were going to accept that, but boy, did we just make an upgrade. Transaction report. Kobe White, 2 first-round picks, and Lonzo Ball, and a second-round pick for Tyrese Maxey and Jerome Morrison. Tyrese Maxey being the upgrade at point guard that we need. We moved Nolan Traore over, so we now have 2 90 overall players. We now need a backup point guard, though. But wow, that is insane. So we now have Nolan Traore and Dosunmu here at the shooting guard position. Small forward is all sorted. Power forward is all sorted. And our center rotations all sorted. I think we just need to get ourselves a backup point guard. I think if we maybe throw Trendon Watford and who else can we possibly throw in here? Maybe throw our young guy Jacobson in here. See what that can get us. Maybe a backup point guard of some. Trey Jones is actually not a bad shout. We have to throw in a first-round pick as well, and they throw into Monty Kamara, which could be an upgrade over White, who we're playing at the moment. Vucevic is over on the Grizzlies. We could have a reunion with him. Johnny Davis, Isaiah Stewart, Grayson Allen. Yeah, no one really jumping out at me right now, apart from that Trey Jones trade. So can we make this work? I don't think I want to Monty Kamara, though. So if we get rid of Kamara, I don't want to get rid of... Okay, we'll throw in this seconds and see if that gets it done. It doesn't. They want the first, and they'll give us Kamara. Okay, I guess we'll get Kamara. Nah, I don't know if I want this. It is what it is. They want a second now. Okay. I'm going to see if we can potentially just get a backup power point guard somewhere else. Unfortunately, this is the only trade that we can really pull off for a point guard. So we're just going to pop it. Bam. Done. I think that's still an upgrade to Monty Kamara. I don't think actually fits into our rotation. Let's have a look and see. So Maxey's going to start. Nolan Traore, Debansa, Patrick Williams, Kenny Malak, Bazelis, Trey Jones, Dosunmu, Filipowski, and Kamara. So Kamara is going to play over Sadiq White, who has been okay, but I think we definitely are going to play Kamara and see what happens. So we'll go 10 minutes to Kamara. We'll go for 10 minutes or 12 minutes to Filipowski. I'm just going to fill out this rotation, and I guess we'll see how this rotation takes us forward. 42 and 40 at the end of our 4th season in charge. Wemby is the MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Tyron Stokes. Jaden Ivey is the 6th player of the year again in Dallas. Defensive player of the year goes to Wemby yet again. Darius Sikov Jr. goes to Most Improved. And clutch player of the year goes to Tyrese Halliburton. And Darko is your coach of the year. So do we get any Bulls? We get AJ Debansa on an all NBA 3rd team. That's crazy. I like that. And Kadeem Malak here on all defensive 2nd team. So we're starting to make some progress. We really are starting to push up a little bit, which I'm very happy about. And we end up being a play-in team. So, I mean, progression. We got 1 more year next year. We just picked up a star. All our players are going to develop. We should do some good things next year. So 24 points, almost 20 from Debanska, 24 points from Maxey, sorry. Traore is doing really well. Kadeem Malak's doing really well. I'm just happy with this team. And hopefully we can get out of the play-ins. Let's see what happens. And we get eliminated. Okay, that's fine. We got 1 more year to make an impact. We've developed this team slowly. We've built the talent from within. We definitely have to spend some money this offseason re-signing some guys. But it's Josh Giddey on the Toronto Raptors and Wemby. And Josh Giddey and the Raptors win a title. Wow. That's crazy. So Josh Giddey wins MVP. He's having a really good season. He's developed nicely. So maybe it was a mistake letting him go. Vucevic retires. There's a lot of notable retirees here. Yeah, a lot of my childhood. So let's move on to the draft lottery. We don't own our 1st round pick this year, which is okay. So we'll move on. Staff signing. I think we still got Michael Staffer here. Yeah, we do for a couple more seasons. NBA draft. I think we have a 2nd round pick. I don't think we actually have. We don't have any picks. Okay, so we have used all our draft capital that we got. And we're going to have to focus directly on how our players develop. So we're going to be bringing back everyone here. Patrick Williams has declined his player option, so we need to bring him back. And we're also going to need to splash some money on Bazelis as well. So Qualifying offer. We'll bring back all these guys. We'll make sure we re-sign them. Moratorium is going to be very important for us this year. So Basalis wants $36 million. Wow. Okay. So we're going to cap hold these guys. Timothy Kamara. Do we have to keep him? I think we've got Sadiq White who's going to improve. We'll cap hold him just in case. So we don't want to make the same mistake as we did last year. I'm going to pay Patrick Williams. Make sure we sign him up. We don't let him go like Jalen Smith did. So make sure we bring him back. Basalis and Kamara we're going to need to bring back too. Well, Kamara, if he comes back, do we just... we just run around to the rights on Basalis. Are you kidding? I did not mean to do that. Can we still sign him? We cannot. Oh my god. Why does 2K do that? Why does 2K actually do that? So we're going to leave Montez Basalis for nothing. Wow. That was literally stupid of me. That was so stupid of me. He doesn't have any offers, so we can't even bring him back on a qualifying offer. That's insane, man. Okay, we'll go to the last day. Might have to just sign another backup. So we can sign him. Can we sign him? We can't. Okay, so it's going to be 9 million. He's insulted by that offer. This game sucks sometimes, honestly. Are we his only offer that's going to come up? He's not interested in signing with us. Okay, so that's just really annoying. That sucks. And Dalen Terry is the only backup here, apart from like Ricky Council. Oh man, this game sucks sometimes. I will take a flyer out on. We'll see if we can get Ricky Council just for the year that we have left, and he's gonna sign. Cool, and we renounce the rights on Trenton Watford. Cool. This game's amazing. Tyrese Maxey is regressing. But we have 290 overalls now. Technically 3. We should win it all this year, man. We have to win it all this year. I don't understand why 2K does what it does sometimes. But our 5th year in charge of the Chicago Bulls. Let's see if we can win it all. 43 and 39. I don't know what's happening with this team. We could potentially see a 6th year thrown on the end here just to make sure we win a championship. Might be a longer video, but it is what it is. So Wemby MVP, Rookie of the Year goes to Reed Beasley. Igor Demon is the 6th player of the year. Wemby is also Defensive Player of the Year. Cannon Catchings is your most improved. Clutch player goes to Ja Morant. Coach of the Year goes to Mark Daignault. So we get AJ DeBancer here on an All-NBA first team. Do we get anyone else on any of these other teams? We get Caden Malak here on all defensive second team, which is nice to see. So did we even finish as a contending team? We had an 8th seed. Okay, so what do we do? AJ DeBancer is really the guy that's just taken over. Tyrese Maxey we brought in, and he's taken a big step back. Maybe we need to sort out some shot tendencies at the start of next year. Kadeem Malak's playing well. Sadiq White's playing well. Patrick Williams, for whatever reason, is not playing too good. So yeah, okay. Let's see if we can beat Miami Heat here and really get some playoff experience under our belt. Hopefully we can get through this, and it looks like it's going to be a bit of back and forth. Hopefully we can run away with it here, and it unfortunately looks like we lost, but we get another chance here, so we get eliminated. Okay. Milwaukee eliminated us yet again. Okay, I'm going to go one more year. I think there's definitely a chance that we could be better next year with some player development and whatnot. I don't know if we move on from Patrick Williams. He's earning a lot of money. We might let the rookie. And the Grizzlies win in 4. Ja Morant's finals MVP. Maybe we went after the wrong point guard. So player retirements, let's have a look and see. So Drew Holiday. Embiid is retiring. Derek White, Taurean Prince, Chris Dunn. Draft lottery, I don't think we have any of our picks, which is fine. We're going to just move into the draft. I'll let our general manager draft if we need to draft anyone, and we don't. Okay, cool. Team player options, DeBancer and White are coming back for sure. That's a necessity. Qualifying offer. Drew Smith will let go. Jerome Morrison will try and keep. Qualifying offer extended to Kadeem Malak as well. Filipowski, Traore. Oh, we're gonna fork out a lot of money for this team. God damn. Okay, so moratorium, the most important time. We're just gonna offer the contracts to these guys. And Tyrese Maxey's a free agent. Okay, this might break the bank and it might send us into the grave. I'm hoping we can just resign all these guys and just renounce who we need to renounce. We'll let go of Filipowski. We might let go of Trey Jones, or unless he wants to come back, but everyone else we're going to renounce the rights on. Please tell me we can just sign all 3 of these guys. Please tell me. Please tell me it's fine. Please tell me it's fine. I'm just hoping. Okay, they're all back. Okay. Amazing. Okay. So what do we have in front of us right now? So we have Tyrese Maxey, no backup point guard. We have Traore and Dosunmu, which is fine. Dosunmu extended a little bit. Dembélé, Council. We could look to upgrade Ricky Council. Patrick Williams, I think we're going to move on from. And Kadeem Malak is our only guy here. So Patrick Williams, if we throw Patrick Williams in the trade finder, what will that get us? Question of the day. Gets us Lonzo Ball back. Isaac Okoro, 2 first-round picks from the Grizzlies. Kongwu. These guys are on big money. Jordan Poole. Reed Beasley, who was the Rookie of the Year. That could be nice as a backup center option. Trims a bit of money off for us. I actually don't hate that. Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma. Patrick Williams is so good though. Okay, let's see what we can do if we trade Ricky Council. We will need a backup small forward, but is Ricky Council worth anything? Anything at all? He's 76 overall. Dalen Terry always seems to just be in this being offered back to us. I don't think we're going to get anything we really want. 2 first-round picks from the Warriors. Okay. So, that means we need to sign a backup point guard and a backup center in this free agency. Unless Trey Jones comes back, which we could definitely offer him if he's here. He wants $8 million. Can we afford that is the question. Send him some money. Let's bring him back cheaper than his cap hold. Okay, so he's back. And then we need to look for a backup center, backup big man. Jalen Smith is here wanting $10 million. That's a lot of money. Nick Smith is here. If we can, I don't know if he'll accept this, but he might. We just need a backup center. And Jalen Smith comes in. Okay, is there a small forward here that's worth anything? No one here is better than what we have. Zach LaVine is here, 34 years of age. As a backup small forward, he can come in on the minimum. Sure, we'll bring in Zach LaVine. Okay, that's a really successful offseason. We could win Zach LaVine a championship here on the Bulls. So, Dembélé is up, Traore's up, Malak's up. 390 overalls on the team. We have an 87 overall in White. Dosunmu's up to 80. And Maxey's an 89 overall. I'm happy with that. I'm honestly happy with that. I just want to quickly see what happens if we... Wait. That's the wrong team. I was very confused for a second there. That's the Summer League. Okay, let's just move on through this. Let's clear this out. I'm thinking maybe we swap Maxey and Nolan Traore around. Let's see what happens if we do that. Maybe their positions change and their overalls go up or down. I kind of want Maxey to be the star of the show still. Okay, so if we see what happens here. So Nolan Traore stays the same. Maxey stays the same. Okay, all right. We'll just leave it as is. And then does White go up? White stays the same. Patrick Williams goes up as a backup small forward. Okay. Maybe we can look for a backup power forward in a quick trade to start off the year. If we go Ricky Council and Karis LeVert, or we throw in and a first round pick, unprotected, bam. Let's just see what we can get. We just need a backup power forward. Precious Achiuwa is here. Precious could be the guy. I don't think anyone else here. Monty Kamara is here. We could get Kamara back. I am happy with that. Bam, let's just do it. Let's just pop the trade. So coaching, proficiency. Let's go back to a 10-man rotation. So Maxi, Traore, Dabanska, White, Kadeem Malak. We'll give less minutes to these guys. Dosunmu can get some more minutes. Trey Jones, Kamara. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm ready to lock and load. Let's see what happens in this last regular season. 55 and 27. Ace Bailey is your MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Perry Barnes. Josh Giddey in Atlanta is the 6th man of the year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Wemby. And Sid Gawai is the most improved. Jokic is clutch player. And Mark Daigneault takes out Coach of the Year. So we get Dabanska on an All-NBA first team, which is great to see. Do we get anyone else on any of these teams? It doesn't look like we do this year, which is absolutely okay with me. We are the 2nd seed, so huge improvement from last year. Very happy with that. Dabanska, 21 points. Maxi, 14. Damn, someone kind of fell off a little bit. Malak led the way in rebounds, and assists goes to Nolan Traore. Let's just have a look quickly at like shot tendencies and stuff. Like maybe that's why things are a little bit off here. So, wow. Okay, so if we bring back Caden Malak, if we swap Malak and Maxi around, I think maybe we'll be a bit better. I'm happy with that. We don't need the center scoring absolutely every second of the day. So let's see what they want to do here. Let's fix up the rotation. Who's at the bottom of the rotation? Let's just drop it to an 8-man straight up. I feel like that's the best way to go. And let's have a look here. So we are going to end up getting the Boston Celtics, who have Harrington. They still have Brown. They still have Tatum. They still have KP. They have Karl Anthony Towns here too, and Walker Kessler. So game 1 goes to Chicago. Game 2 goes to Boston. Game 3 goes to Chicago. Game 4 goes to Chicago. And Game 5 goes to Chicago. We get the Bucks, who have Dillingham, Christie, Constana, Jalen Williams, and Klingon. They don't... Why does Klingon look like Gunther from WWE? They don't have Giannis anymore. He went to the Suns, I think. So game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And game 4 goes to us. And we sweep. Amazing. And we draw the Toronto Raptors, who have Caden Boozer, Drake Powell, Grady Dick, Scotty Barnes, Jarris Walker, and Cameron Holmes. So a pretty good team. Pretty good team, if I don't say so myself. We win game 1, win game 2. They win game 3. We lose game 4, so it's 2-2. We also lose game 5. Come on, man. I at least want to win a conference finals. I don't need to win the NBA finals. I just want to win a conference finals. That second quarter is atrocious. Please get back in the third. Please. No. Please don't tell me we're about to go home. They are absolutely destroying us. We get eliminated. Okay. All right, I guess it wasn't meant to be. It's Ace Bailey and the Trailblazers versus Drake Powell and the Toronto Raptors, and the Blazers win in 4, and Ace Bailey is your finals MVP. Well, sorry, Bulls fans. I'm sure if we went another season, we may have made it through to the finals, but we built a competitive team that's definitely going to last a little while. Some of these young guys coming through are definitely all-stars. We locked them up on long-term contracts, which is nice to see. So, well, we just have to go to the bottom. The Chicago just has to go to the bottom and come back to the top. That's all we have to do. Hope you guys enjoy these longer videos. The next rebuild is going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I'll see you in the next video.